Maximum Threshold, you're on the air.
Yeah, what's up, man? It's Steele from Kauze. How's it going, Chris?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. Just chilling here. Want to see what's going on. Live here on a Saturday Eve.
Nice.
All this crazy metal going down.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. So, now recently here you had your album Epiphany release. How's everything going with that?
Oh, thanks for asking. Pretty much, we've released our CD back in October, and we released it at the last night of the legendary Knitting Factory here in Los Angeles. We headlined this pretty much historic night of this great venue closing down, and it was nice to have that moment and a bunch of bands and our friends, and it was great. So since then, we've just been hitting it hard, getting a lot of radio play, and doing our shows and really going hard, and just I'm really proud of. This is like the third record that I've ever done, and now it's the only one that I like. You know what I mean? It's the first time I made something that I liked. So for me to say that, I really put it behind a lot, because I'm a really hard judge when it comes to metal, man.
Yeah.
Like really, and for me to actually take a step back and listen to it as a listener, all 5 tracks. It's a pretty long EP. For 5 songs, it's pretty long. It's like 2 songs are like pretty epic, like 6-7 minute tunes. So, it kind of has that experimental vibe to it, which is notorious for Kauze and what we've done and what we represent. And then it also has that heavy groove metal sound, which is what we're also known for. So it really 3 songs are straightforward, and then 2 songs are roll your joints up and smoke it and have a good time.
Nice. So with the groove metal, who are some of your influences for this?
Right on, dude. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, pretty much like groove metal. I think it's such an underrated genre in metal, and that's such a big. It really is, man, and it really irks me so bad, because there's such great bands like Crowbar, like Propane, like Pissing Razors, like Prong, that are just so freaking amazing, man, that people just don't realize. I'm like, and Fear Factory a little bit, and stuff like that. And, obviously, Pantera was a band that kind of made it through. And, I mean, they are definitely, like, the #1 groove metal band ever, I'm pretty sure.
Sure.
And, but then you got modern bands like, Nonpoint and Chimera and, Lamb of God. I think they're really doing a lot of stuff to, spearhead, the resurgence of groove metal, man. It needs to come back. And, I mean, thrash metal's getting this whole scene. You see kids out there with their sneakers and stuff looking like it's 1985 with the haircuts and the this and that, and with the leather and the spikes, and the same with the black metal kids and black metal people. You see them with the gear. They should be the same thing with groove metal. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wear camo and look tough. I don't know. Do whatever you want to do.
Make a good point.
You know what I'm saying? But it needs to, and the biggest problem with local music, and I mean just music in general, is okay. It's easier to say that it's when a band's at a level where they're touring and they're doing festivals and they're doing the bus and they're doing the this and they're doing the that, and they don't have to be worried about like what people they bring to the festival, and they can ride the coattails of other bigger bands and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And when they do that kind of stuff, it's kind of hard when on the underground level. Now we're accountable for everything that happens and for the it factor of what can go down at shows and stuff like that. And it's kind of, and that's a really big difference. And, people just throw that aside and don't even know, that's your fault. Well, it's not. Well, it is your fault if you don't bring anybody to shows. I'm not saying that. But, I mean, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things that happen when you do on-the-road things when you're independent, or when you do, shows when you're independent, you put a lot on the line. Mm-hmm. And, you know what I mean? So it's tough, and there's a really big difference with that. And the big thing is, it would all be so much better if everybody would just go to the shows more. And everyone needs to go to the shows more. We love you guys. I love to see you at shows. I'm not saying no one comes to the shows. People do come to the shows. But more people need to make it a priority to come out and support the music, because I'm telling you what, there's less new bands these days. There's less people spending the money to get distribution. Printing on new CDs and actually have physical copies of the actual CD. Everyone's doing digital distribution, and seeing that's fine and stuff. And I'm not saying CDs are the future, but right now to have a tangible piece of art that a band made is timeless, and everybody should do that as a musician, I think, if they're trying to pursue, recording art,
Sure, I agree. So, like you were saying with the shows, what do you guys have lined up to promote Epiphany? What are your plans to go with that?
Yeah, pretty much what we're doing right now is we're lining up this tour, and I've been thinking about it for a long time, and it's going to be us and hopefully one or two other local groove metal bands that we're friends with, and we're going to go out there and we're going to do this thing, and I'm going to hopefully call it the Kings of Groove Metal Tour. So,
all right, that sounds good.
That's my aspiration, and if not, then it's just going to be us out on the road, and it'll be the Epiphany Tour. But either way, we've hooked up with Distilled Entertainment, which is actually the booking agent for DMX and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They also do like 3 Inches of Blood, and our friends from Arizona, Sick Monic, they hooked us up. And pretty much now we're, just figuring out, the details of, the if and when and the how much. So, but when that gets figured out, it's going to be probably in late August, September, something around there. But so we're going to go out and hopefully do about 9 or 7 days here on the West Coast, and hopefully get through Washington, Portland, maybe Arizona, Nevada. We'll see.
All right. Well, so you guys have been you've been with Kauze running on about 5 years now, and
Yes, sir.
so you guys have a lot of archived documents. I heard somewhere that you all were planning a YouTube channel.
Yeah, yes, we are.
You want to tell me a little bit about that?
It's been a kind of pipe dream of mine. Like, I got so many other things going on, and I'm right now, kind of more importantly, but not so. But I'm also like, I'm doing this whole thing for Epiphany and planning this tour. While pretty much I'm like 95% done with the writing process of the full-length Kauze EP. So I'm really kind of like really working on that a lot too. But in my spare time, I've always wanted to just get everything together and make like a legit proper Kauze YouTube channel, and we're aptly calling it Kauze TV. So I'm pretty much what we're doing is we're gonna get all the home video stuff, all the crazy stuff that we've done over the years, all the fights, all the good times, all the drinking, all the headbanging, all on one channel.
Oh, that sounds good.
But yeah, and hopefully we're gonna compile things like this as well, like the interviews and the little tidbits and here and there. So people will have a plethora of Kauze to just go to at their pleasure. So
So when do you think people can start to look forward to seeing that?
Probably within this summer. I would say July.
All right.
I think Kauze TV will have its official launch. Right now, I'm just working out the kinks. So hopefully by then it'll be proper. And we're gonna get a new MySpace by then. We've been talking about that. And everybody wants to do the baller updates before they go out on tour and stuff like that. And we've been getting a lot of endorsements right now. Spider Energy Drink, Clayton Picks and stuff like that. Diodario Strings.
All right.
And yeah, dude. So just trying to go out there and do it proper.
Yeah.
We've done it 3 records now, so this is the first record was kind of like, if you can believe it. I mean, I know this is not metal. All you not metal people or metal people who hate everything that's not metal don't hate me, but the first Kauze record was actually alternative and like had nothing to do with metal. And so then by the second record, Waiting for the Punch, in 2006, that was the first metal record that we did, and then hence Epiphany, and then 2009 here.
All right. So
and we released that.
Where can people pick up Epiphany?
That's a good question. Yeah, iTunes is the best place to get it right now. So if you want to go on iTunes, Kauze, and you just search it right there, you can actually get both Waiting for the Punch and Epiphany on iTunes, and I think they're both pretty cheap. So
Okay.
And if not.